When you get to the end of a braid install and the braids are giving what they're supposed to give, they are moving, they are flexible, the client is happy. That's what it's all about. You see that tongue. You see it. She hype. And it's all because of this thing. So if you have ever wondered, do we have to dip the hair? Is there a right way to do it? And what if you don't dip it in the hot water? What happens? Then you are in the right place. I have the technique and a few tips for you, because what we're not doing is stiff braids. Because this lesson is being brought to you by Knotless Nation Education, my coaching platform on Instagram, where you can get more quick tips like this one, or book a private one-on-one in-person lesson or online Zoom class. All right, so let's get into it. Welcome to the Knotless Nation Nugget Series, where one small lesson can make a big difference in your braiding. Get ready, y'all, because I'm about to drop some gems. The first main question, do we have to dip the hair? And the answer is yes. That is the only way the braids will be able to move the way they're moving in this clip. My clients love to flip and style their braids and throw it up and let it swing, and dipping is what will allow that. Now, before you dip, you're going to want to snip away any flyaways, any imperfections. This snipping should not be their hair. Their hair should be tucked. But that is a whole other topic. What you're going to need for this topic is a wide-mouthed electric kettle. That is going to be your best friend. The wider the mouth, the more braids you can dip at one time. There is no right or wrong way. I'm just showing you the way that I do it and the most common way that I see other braiders do it. Basically, you're going to use some type of foam or setting mousse to put on top of the client's hair. Now, the hair is typically a synthetic fiber. This process is to lay down any flyaways of the client's natural hair so that the hair can lay flat. It will not do anything to the synthetic hair but make it shiny. I just want to make that clear. So then you're going to take wrapping paper from the beauty supply, not wrapping paper for Christmas gifts, and wrap the hair with the wrap paper. Now, this is usually done with girls who get relaxers to set the style and then go under the dryer. So it's the same kind of concept, because when the mousse dries, the paper won't absorb any of it and the hair will stay in place exactly how you put it. Does that make sense? I like the black paper. It seems stronger. Once they're under the dryer, the kettle should be boiling, right? I gave her Beyond the Braids book, my ebook, to read so that she could stay busy and educated. Now, the water boils and you're going to take all of the braids and dip it into the hot boiling water directly into the pot. To me, this is the easiest way to get the job done. I see people pouring the hot water onto the braids. I mean, I get it, but to me, this is way easier. Now, it's important to make sure the braids stay straight. The plastic hair melts into the position that you dip it. If this is not done correctly, you'll get kinks and curls and dents in the braids that you do not want. So make sure you hold the braids straight. Here's a quick tip. If you take the warm towel and put it at the top of the client's head, that will also relax the braids at the top. Okay, but you have to be very careful and trust yourself with this, because we're dealing with some hot boiling water. Once you do that, what we're not going to do is what? Leave those braids dripping on your client's back. You are going to get a handheld blow dryer and blow dry the braids. This also locks the hair in place. It gives them a full feeling. It makes them feel like you care about them. Then you take the paper off and she is ready to go and swing on the world. I like to finish off with some sheen. Makes her smell good, makes the braids a little extra shiny, and that's it. That is the way you dip braids and make sure that it swings and moves, and it just makes such a huge difference. So to answer the question of why we dip, it is to melt the quote unquote hair. The hair is actually plastic, and the dipping not only gives the hair movement, it locks the hair into itself because it's melting in the boiling hot water, and that's what makes the braid stay and not unravel. When the hair is not dipped properly, it is a huge difference, and the braids are much stiffer in movement. I hope this Knotless Nation nugget of information helped you. And if it did, leave a comment, subscribe, and share.